Hey there, Coastal Bend. Chris Thomasson joined once again by Islanders men's basketball coach Jim Shaw for our Hang Time segment. Coach, first off, thanks for joining us.
I appreciate you having me, Chris. Glad to be back.
All right, so we took last week off. We're back this week. You guys had a big win over Lamar this past Saturday, 79-71 at the American Bank Center. Then you got a little rest. You had a game off on Monday, a rare Monday off. So first off, just how did you feel like the guys played on Saturday? Were you happy with their performance? And then was it nice having that little extra time off?
Yeah, I think Lamar's a really good team. I think offensively they're one of the best teams in our league, right up there with McNeese. And so to hold them to 10 points below their average, they're averaging 81 points a game, which is top 40 in the entire Division One. Was a good defensive effort, and we were able to make some shots. Teddy Washington, Jordan Roberts from outside, and we continue to rebound on the glass with Dane Prim and Gary Clark and big Steve Giwa.
Yeah, so you win the game you're supposed to win. Now you get that little extra break. Was that nice heading into this game on Saturday, a big one?
Yeah, it was nice for the guys. So we're halfway through. We've seen everybody in Southland Conference. We played all 9 opponents, and just the way our schedule works out, now we get those 9 opponents on the back end. So it was a needed break. I could tell a little bit in the second half that the guys were a little bit a little bit fatigued in that game versus Lamar. So we had to do a little more encouraging during the media timeouts. So it comes at a really good time for to get rest. We took Sunday off, practice light on Monday, and we took Tuesday off to get back in our rotation of having Tuesdays off.
Yeah, I can imagine. So you guys are one game back of McNeese. They lost this past weekend. You're a late tip-in away from being in first place heading into this game. So what's the message to the guys heading into the big rematch on Saturday?
Messages is opportunity. An opportunity to go against the best, what is thought of as the best team in the Southland Conference, and another opportunity to play a great college basketball game and compete, play together. But it's about life lessons. There's going to be opportunities that come your way, whether it be a professional contract or a big time interview, and you have to be prepared. So even though the opportunity is coming, it takes it every day to get prepared and be ready for your opportunity.
For you guys, you're a new Division One head coach for the first time this year. You had a lot of roster turnover. There were a lot of naysayers saying that this team couldn't do what they've done the last couple of years. But again, here you are. You find yourselves one game out of first place heading into a big one on Saturday. So what's been the biggest factor in this team defying the naysayers?
Coming together, playing together, playing winning basketball in regards to sharing the ball, taking good shots, of finding the open teammate, and then obviously I think rebounding has been a key on both ends, being able to go get offensive rebounds and then keep our opponents off the offensive glass, and then having the toughness and the togetherness and the communication on the defensive end to get stops, to help string stops along. Allow you to have you know scoring runs of 6, 7, 8, 10 points.
All right, so I got one more for you here. Will Wade from McNeese, now reportedly making $700,000 a year. Of course, he gets that nice big raise right before he faces you guys, so maybe a little extra motivation. But what would be the first thing you would buy if you hit the Southland jackpot?
I would buy I'd buy some vintage basketball cards. So I'd go sports cards. I'd buy some vintage
Okay.
basketball sports cards. Um, Obviously, Michael Jordan being right up there at the top. There's a couple cards considered his rookie card, but just probably a lot of basketball cards. I don't know if they're good investments. Hopefully, they would be going forward, but that'd be the biggest purchase.
Hey, it makes sense. A basketball coach wants basketball cards.
Yeah, no, and it brings back nostalgia memories. Going to the card shop with my father. So
Absolutely.
That's
Those
that's part of
cards,
it.
you were hoping to find as a kid, and, then you'd actually be able to afford to get those high-priced ones.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they never ended up in the packs that I opened. I never got. I had some bad luck with the sports cards opening packs, but that those are fun to open up still to the day.
There you go. Well, I appreciate it, Coach. The Islanders, 2 big games back-to-back on the road at McNeese on Saturday and then at Nichols, who they're tied for second place with, on Monday. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Chris. Appreciate you.
All right. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time, Coastal Bend, on Hang Time.